This morning at 4 o'clock in the morning, approximately 170 law enforcement personnel were deployed to execute the second phase of the joint task force known as Clean Sweep. Joining me today, and I don't know which of these gentlemen may or may not make statements, but Mayor Gallo is with us, of course. Frank Flutico is the Under-Sheriff of the Ulster County Sheriff's Department and the officer in charge of the Urgent Task Force. I also have Paul Van Markham, the Sheriff of Ulster County. To my right, Wayne Olson is the Major of the New York State Police, and he is in charge of CNET, the CNET operation. Excuse me, Captain Bob Nusso, also of the New York State Police, and Lieutenant Jim Michael of New York State Police. And probably should be right in front of me instead of behind me is the Chief of Police, Kingston Police Department, Egidio Tinti. We meet here this afternoon to introduce you to a joint task force operation that has resulted in the arrest and indictment of 86 individuals for narcotic sales in and around the city of Kingston. Although at first blush, this may appear to be a narcotics investigation, in fact, the origin and focus of this investigation has been gang activity in Ulster County. Of these people arrested, 32 are members of the Bloods gang, 6 are Bloods associate, 5 members of the Blackout gang, and 3 Crips. The law enforcement community here in Ulster County has long recognized the threat of the migration of gang criminality into Ulster County, and we have been aggressively fighting this scourge. The genesis of this operation, Clean Sweep, has its roots in the arrest and prosecution of members of the Bloods subset, Sex, Money, and Murder, regarding the gangland killing of a government witness here in Kingston 2 years ago. During that prosecution, in order to ensure the safety of our community, it became necessary to increase our ability to monitor potential criminal activity. And as a result, I sought from former Kingston Mayor Satile additional resources to assist my office in that regard. I asked that an officer be assigned from the Kingston Police Department full-time to work in my office. In the course of that investigation, actually toward the end of that investigation, Detective Negron of the Kingston Police Department, the officer who had been assigned to our office, brought to my attention chilling information, intelligence with regard to the fact that other Blood members were organizing to fill the void left by the removal of the Sex, Money, Murder set from Kingston. With that information, I arranged a meeting of the key players in the fight against gangs here in Ulster County: the Kingston Police Department, the Sheriff's Office, my office, and CNET. We met with a number of other veterans of the local police force and share the information we had with regard to the gang, the undercover work in the gangs that was being conducted in our office, in our county. So although we had excellent intelligence from these various groups, we did not have an easy process, an easy vehicle in which to share that intelligence. And nor, in my judgment, did any single agency have the resources necessary to carry out the type of extensive investigation that you see the fruits of here today. So therefore, as a team, we decided to create a task force coined Clean Sweep, and we decided that the most effective way to combat this threat was to take away its lifeline, the street narcotics trade. Using the combined resources of this group, we began an undercover investigation unparalleled in Ulster County's history. Since last August, we've been working on this investigation. My office impaneled a separate grand jury in order to ensure the safety and secrecy of the investigation. That grand jury met 2 times a week for the past